oakiness coming up, but aromatic oakiness. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the master taste of Whisky.com. And today we have the second Tomatin Cù Bočan here in my cask. It's a virgin oak. Ooh, what's that? Well, this is an oak cask which hasn't carried other liquids before in it. Comparable to, well, probably bourbon, which is by law enforced to use fresh oak casks. There is another Cù Bočan whiskey on the market. It's the Cù Bočan, not the virgin oak, the regular bottle, which has a black card box, and that one is used well by ex-bourbon casks, or uses ex-bourbon casks, and has a more common sense in taste. Virgin oak, we will see soon, is a little bit complicated. Cù Bočan means a hellhound, which, well, from generation to generation, stalks the employees of the distillery. Well, they have their own ghost in the distillery or around the distillery. I told that story in the Cù Bočan video you've seen, well, yesterday or the day before. There is a third bottle of Cù Bočan, which is a sherry cask bottle. I will look after that, and hopefully I will show you soon this Cù Bočan sherry cask. This one is limited. It's only 6,000 bottles, which is half of the amount of the normal Cù Bočan, which had 13,000 bottles, I think. The difference to the normal Tomatin whiskies is the use of peated malt. But the peat level in the normal Cù Bočan was about 15 ppm, which is significantly less than the single malt whiskies on Islay, but is significantly more than other single malt whiskies from the Speyside or the Highlands. I forgot, I looked at the bottle, at the card box on the back, and there are tasting notes on the back. Nose: lively citrus fruits, lime juice, and lemon sorbet. Oak-driven flavors of vanilla, coconut, and candy floss soon emerge with rose water, red berries, fresh pear, and pineapple in the background. Palate: warm pecan pie with vanilla ice cream. Baked apples with cinnamon and toffee and just a touch of smoke. Finish: clean and zingy with pleasant spice. Limited edition virgin oak, fully matured. No age statement on it. So, fresh casks. The first liquid in a cask draws out the majority of the aromas from a cask, depending, of course, how long it stays in the cask. But the first liquid in a cask, either will it be bourbon or sherry or port or whatever, draws the intense aromas from the staves, from the inside of the walls of the cask, and the residue is there for the Scotch normally. But in this case, it's virgin oak. And if I look at the color, then I think it's lighter than a typical bourbon is. So these casks, either it is quite a short time in the cask, the 3 years and a day, which is legally necessary for a Scotch to be called Scotch, or this one is not burnt on the inside. So it's just toasted to activate the oak in the cask. Probably it's not toasted, not burnt on the inside with a high flame to get this charcoal and bring more color, because the wood sugars are caramelized by this hot flame. I don't know what happened in that cask, or those casks. 6,000 bottles. Definitely citrus fruit. Oakiness coming up, but aromatic oakiness. Like the aromatic note of a bourbon. Sometimes people say the bourbon has, well, a taste of glue. There are two possibilities how this taste of glue can appear. Well, there is the ester of a vinegar acid. This turns to be this intense, but hopefully there's no vinegar bacteria acting in the mash or in the wort. And the second is the oakiness. The fresh oakiness brings this remembrance of glue. And this aromatic note of this oakiness combines very much with the smoke, which is far more distant than in the typical or in the normal Cù Bočan. Vanilla, coconut, I don't know. But this rose water adds to this aromatic note. If you ever done marzipan by yourself, then you need this rose water. Red berries, a little sour, and the ananas, the pineapple, I'm afraid, no. Quite smooth in the beginning, and then the oakiness hits, and then the alcohol is coming up. Spiciness from the wood, nuttiness, and smoke. Definite smoke. Stronger than in the nose. No baked apples, no. This nut cake. But no creaminess, no ice cream. Perhaps a little cinnamon. And the aftertaste is long, spicy. But no sharp spiciness. Wonderful sweet spiciness. Clean. So this one is really different, a lot different to typical scotches because this virgin oak component. A very interesting experiment with these virgin oak casks, and I like it because it bridges the gap between bourbon and scotch. So this one is in between the scotch and the bourbon. From time to time you find this this aromatic oakiness also in Irish whiskies. Yeah. Probably a little young. Might be. Or it's the smoke which covers your mouth. Yeah. Thank you for watching. There's more to come. Stay tuned and feel to give your comments of this bottle